Hey people, Ingrid here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Calderis Refinery and Orcs versus Imperial Guard. For the blue Orky team is Aguxis with a mech boy. Teleporting here that fights in range combat. Lots of fun Orky gadgets giving him awesome versatility. Alongside Matsushima with a commander knob. Infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins range combat with a twin link shooter. And rounding off the team is Noisy with a War Boss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front line, chasing a Lord General, and that is Torpid. These guys start with a retinue of stormtroopers, fight in ranged combat and have strong defense and support, can also add to the retinue. This is the Catechans elite scheme. We have another Lord General. This is shoulder mounts with some kind of gas mask thing going on. Oh. This is the Armageddon Steel Legion, I think, recolored elite scheme. And alongside them, Curse Crab with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with a Refractor Shield, Death Core of Krieg DLC. Got some big names, multiple Rumble tournament winner Noisy, and multiple Elite League winner Torpid. Shoulder Mount, I think, also got pretty far in last season's Elite League. Aguxis, very strong 3v3 player, not sure if they play 1v1s. Curse Crab we've seen around, not sure about Matsushima. Perhaps they are a player under a different name, but a good lineup. I'm sure they're great. I'm not having a go at Matsushima over here. Here comes that Lord Commissar, throws up the shield. Stun bomb maybe on this group of guardsmen over here. There it is. Trying to focus down that Lord Commissar, does some good damage with that default twin link shooter. And these sluggers are getting shot up. Those are Aguxis, and they get away. Mech boy's getting towards the mid alongside the commando. Gonna overrun it, I think. I don't think Torpid can hold this, especially if the War Boss comes stomping around again. Already we see the medical sergeant in play. Gonna hand out medical packs. And just jogging into melee combat. He's got a fun little run there, the commando. A one-to-one cap very early on. Lots of orcs running away. Not sure why they fled. Perhaps it was a mistake. Perhaps they saw something I didn't. But we got a power bash from shoulder mount. Maybe he retreated back here so he could defend his power bash. Sentinels all around. Repair support, but it's only one guardsman squad. And now they're away from the support, and that's some Dakka from the Orcs. Here comes the War Boss, just capped the contested tower. Just found a Lord General, just smacked that guy's head almost off. And the Sentinel falls from Torpid. Uncharacteristically sloppy play there, not sure what was going on. Just didn't move the Sentinel at all. These guardsmen very bravely got a decap and tried to cap a bit. We have a Death Gun for the mech boy, a very fun weapon. With a bucket of bullets, just kind of rattles around as it shoots. Can the sluggers finish the cap? Just repositioning slightly there. I think they can. We got some looters with a death gun as well. There's that stun bomb. Got very close before he threw it out, but does some work. Sluggers in on the Sentinel. It's not going to last long. Was way out there with no repair support because these guys were stunned. Needed to get it moving as soon as those guys were stunned, I think, but that's not as easy. It's easier said than done, let's say. It's one Sentinel stood around from shoulder mounts. It's a rough start from the Imperial Guard, really, all in all. Orcs getting some kills, destroying some Sentinels, having a good time. Just shooting everything. Triple shooters here for Matsushima. Loves the Dakka. Catechans now for Torpid. Proper Catechans, not the other fellas with their las guns. We got sluggers chopping up a generator. Orcs kind of overrunning the guard here early on, as you'd maybe expect, especially when those sentinels fall. Locking down that base entrance now with suppression and a big old power bash. Not a good start here for the guard. Catechans in play though. What can they do? A lot of disruption. A lot of good support options with, there we go, the smoke grenade as well. But that's more looters with death guns. I don't think you want to get close to this Sentinel. It's gonna die so fast. It survives. Well done, shoulder mount. Got it out of there somehow. I thought it was for sure gonna go down. These guys could maybe try to get into melee. They don't need to. I think the Catachans were trying to close for a shotgun blast, maybe. We have shoulder mount still stuck in base, thanks to these death guns. Some dead orcs over there. 440 to 449. More power bashing, more pressure. Look at the map. It's almost completely blue right now. Quick tier 2 for shoulder mount with a Chimera. That should help a huge amount there. But is it too little too late? Have they already done all the damage they need to do? Are they going to get the tech advantage later because of all these power bashes? Torpid goes tier 2 though. The heavy tier 1 versus the quick tier 2. And they are staying on the power. And they're doing everything right, but can the Imperial Guard still come back into this? Catachans run away. Multi-laser turret up for Torpid. Gets some repairs. Got a line of looters with a couple of death guns waiting. Another big old power bash. And here's the first Chimera from shoulder mounts. Can reinforce and transport infantry. Now those mechs run away. Now can they do enough with these couple of relatively quick Chimeras to make up for all this lost ground and all this lost power? Yep, Aguxis perhaps predicted the Chimera rush because of just the general lack of stuff coming out in tier 1. Can they deal with it quickly enough? They're only now just going tier 2. Which is where you get your anti-vehicle weapons, generally. Lord Komasan, no war gear. Do we see any? Just Torpid with the medical sergeant. A death gun there. We have a kaboom on the way for the commando, which should be fun. Some disruption there from the Catachans. I believe that was a salvaged turret there, which is why it quickly disappeared when the war boss got close to it. This is Curse Crab's Chimera over here to support Torpid's side. Torpid with stormtroopers on the way. We might see the sniper rifle for that increased range. Yeah, you can just pretty much just sit here. Although, not for long. There are the beamies, and there's 2 of them. And that is a destroy. That is so quick. Was that just a shot each on rear armor? That was crazy. Down close to war boss. I thought they'd take at least 1 volley from each and then be able to like move away. They did their job. Curse Crab now down to double guardsman. Beamy looter for Aguxis is mech boy. What about the looters? The looters are sticking with the death gun. Straight onto the power again. The Chimera of shoulder mount is still kicking. Maybe stop this power bash over here. There's guardsmen inside. 3 of them, I think. Tank busters for Matsushima to shoot down this Imperial armor here. So many powers bashed. These looters are still on this base as well. 400 to 386. What a strange game so far. Oh, the Chimera went down. The mech boy took it down. Wow. That was very quick. It can't be so hard to see those death gun shots coming in. That was crazy. Lord General has a melter gun, which means his stormtrooper buddies have them too. Commissar gets in, sees off the looters, and gets in on the mech bay. Oh, no, teleports away. Gone back to his death gun for some suppression and things. Here's Torpid with a power bash. Now getting pincered though. Disruption on one side, can't disrupt both though without getting the Catachans really close with a shotgun. Now it's nasty. Got out of it okay. Oh, kaboom on retreat path. Hits those stormtroopers, but they live. Somehow, they got away. They went flying. They should have died from the injuries of falling. spotters for Curse Crab, spotters also for shoulder mount, and some more stormtroopers for Torpid, going for that big burst damage to like get rid of sluggers quickly maybe. Yeah, still those double beamies. Maybe they could bash power or something. Not really any large targets for them to go for now. 348 to 386. Maybe over-invested in the beamies, but hey, they got the job done. There was no guarantee that a single beamie would have got that Chimera down, and then it would have been a pain in the ass for however much longer. Mech-Boy trolling the artillery spotters by just teleporting away. Oh, teleport away from that one. Yeah. More power bashing. Well, Guardsman bashing right now, but they're trying to get on the power. Commando's being sneaky. What's he up to? Well, he's got a special shooter and a mega boom kit. There's that special shooter doing its thing. An Orky shotgun. Pretty damn fun. Do they have shotguns in the tabletop orcs? Are there special shooters? Sluggers with a knob leader. No burners, but they're still doing a pretty good job. It's a lot of firepower though. And his guardsmen do have a commissar who can fight in melee somewhat. Double digits DPS at least, I think, compared to like the 4 DPS of the other fellas. 340 to 348 on the VPs. Very, very close. Despite the huge amounts of Orky pressure. Midway through tier 2 here, Imperial Guard have even VPs, and they've clawed back the map and have a decent roster of units up too. They got through it. They got through that early pressure. Mech-Boy is going to be persuaded to leave, I think. Or persuaded to teleport away at least. The fight harder buff from the melter guns, lowering the cooldown of weapons. I'm not sure how much it does it by. And there are some weapons that don't have a cooldown, like las cannons and things like that. They just have a reload time. Lots of complex mechanics in this game just to do with you firing your weapon of each individual unit. Some cool detail. Almost level 3 this Commando. Just begging for a stick bombs, isn't it? But I think he wants to get in there and use his kaboom. Good pressure here from Curse Crab. Gets the cap. There's the triple for the Imperial Guard. Orcs have really stagnated here in tier 2. They really have. Have they got a single tier 2 unit out? We saw, yeah, tank busters, but that is it. No Weird Boy, no war trucks to harass the back lines. Weird Boy would do wonders here. We have Aguxis going tier 3. Matsushima maybe has the same idea. Yep, there's the tier 3. Noisy's been kind of stuck with these double beamy looters that can't really do a whole lot, aside from maybe bash power. Eating up population. Maybe you'll just have them killed, but they're going to be useful later on, you would think, with tanks and things. Level 2 mech is down there. These guys are buffed by something. Oh, you. With your sniper rifle. Tier 3 for Torpid. Curse Crab asking about the chances of a resurrect over here. And Shoulder Mount's going to try. What is the DPS of that sniper rifle? 18, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for a sniper rifle, not bad. Because they fire in those big bursts with a long delay between. So the DPS value is kind of misleading. Which is why developers generally don't put DPS values in games, because they can mislead people as much as they can inform them. Almost level 4 this fella. Defended the power well. Did get a decap though there, Noisy. We have the Commissar retinue on Shoulder Mount with that fancy shield. I believe it's 55% range damage resistance. Typically only affects the retinue, but you can try to get some other models squeezed into that shield. We might see a big kaboom here. Oh, they ran away. Wow. Are you going to live? Are you going to get up from that? Someone, that fella did, but now he's dead. That has got some insane knockback strength. But they're keeping the pressure on. They're moving, they're firing, they are choosing targets well. Not staying still for too long to eat some nasty explosion. like that one. That was a retreat though, not much we could do about that. Good spotter shell. The Guard are really turning up now. Commandos. Well, I saw commandos on the way, I think, from Matsushima. Yeah, now there's some more commandos on the way, and we see a looted tank from Aguxis. Noisy still in tier 2. Oh, might wipe out some Catachans. Sluggers on them. Can't quite manage it. 2 hit points and they get away. Gonna be frustrating, but is getting a decap going. Leveling up some stuff here. We have a Pain Boy out quite late for Noisy. That would explain Steel being in tier 2. Torpid could get shot to bits here. Needs some support. There we go. Double Stormtroopers behind. Single cap for the red Imperial Guard team. Gonna get suppressed though, fellas. Where's that spotter shell? There it is. Dodged reasonably well. But they might get burst down here. They need to be careful. Looted tank now. Oh, wiped out some shooters there. Was that the big kaboom? But he missed it, I think. Also has the Mega Boom kit, which makes the kaboom better. 14632. I like this idea of one war gear affecting other war gears. I wish they used that a little bit more. Lord General level 5, but he's in a melee fight with a pissed off war boss here. Spiky armor and angry bits. 135 to 329, still that 2-to-1 for the Imperial Guard. Massive amounts of Daka there. Good thing you've got a shield, buddy. Fist of Brockus is up. We've got Carapace armor and Stubbornness. What level are these Stormtroopers now? Level 2 and level 2. Look at the range they have. And that's without the Sniper Rifle buff too. Really good usage of these Catachans. They were relatively lucky to get away there when the Sluggers were on them, but been timing those disruptions and aiming them very well. Orcs capping over here. We've got a looted tank. Could have an answer to this. They have the Catachan Sergeant. Oh, there's a Rox on Torpid's army. Did it kill anything? Catachans live. These guys are tough. They've seen it all. Commando dies. I believe the way it buffs the kaboom is that it doesn't damage the commando anymore, because typically it does. Oh, Leman Russ delivery. These guys have 1200 hit points, these tanks. They know how to build them. Well, they knew how to build them, and they still build them that way. 130 to 304, 1-to-1 cap, and a war truck from Noisy out very, very late. Who needs tier 3? You've got orcs. Just level 2 this war boss. Really keeping the pressure up on this VP though. Maybe they can get onto the power even. Everything piles out. Some heal over time from the Pain Boy. Double grenades going in. Nice idea. Could have quite hit the right spot. But Catachans are there to clean up. Swamp them though from the Sluggers. Gives them so much more sustainability in the field. I think it's like 50% or something range reduction. Range resistance, I should say. And they get a little speed bonus, I believe. Got the decap. Has riled the anger of the Lord Commissar, who's level 3. Sneaky Commandos going mid. Those guys will cap faster than normal. And hey, here's a Nob squad from Matsushima. U-Jammers are up. The Nob leader's already in there. And they just got their meaner and greener. They are ready to fight. And they could have their eyes on this Leman Russ when they see it again. Kicking off in the mid, is it? Commandos just ready to leave. They did decap it though. And now, what is that? That's the Commissar capping with the Stubbornness up. Where are you going? Shoulder mount, run into all sorts of trouble. Running into a Nob squad. It's not what you want to do. Double spotters here. That's interesting. Wonder if you can time that well enough on the Nob squad. Looted tank doing some work, but taking shots from a Leman Russ, and those are big shots. Is that a Vanquisher? I don't think it is. Oh, it is. That's command. What is that? Oh, it's the Emperor's Wrath. 113 to 304. Nob's got to found something to smack, and it's Plasma Guardsman. these plasma guns in response to the knobs, since they are heavy infantry. Good way to put some damage on them if you can stop them getting into your face and headbutting your jaw off. Don't really have a huge amount in terms of control. They have the disruption from the spotters. We might see, we see some grenade launcher Kasrkin as well that can disrupt them. Maybe the Commissar can knock them over as well. Get some specials. Doesn't have the power sword though. Emperor's Wrath would be great if you could time it. There's a Rox on Torpid's army again. Lord General took the brunt of it. The Moustache, they're protecting him from a meteorite, or whatever those things are. Luke Lieutenant's going to go down. Lord General's in there with the melter gun. Down it goes. I think the Leman Russ got the last hit, but the Leman Russ might go down here. Yes, Commando's getting in behind with their Nob leaders. Rocket launcher 73 to 304. The Orcs are running out of time though. After a very strong start and like a million power bashes, they are up against it. More Kasrkin by Curse Crab. Noisy is in tier 3 now, but has no requisition. Still have this war truck. Pain Boy is also still kicking with the stronger Git source. I wonder if he's done his surgery yet. If he even has it. The camera freaking out when I focused on the war truck there. There we go. War truck falls, but hey, delivered the sluggers. There is the non-shard 4 though. When you see that, we're going to try and focus down on Lord Commissar, which is what all that Daka is trying to do there. And there's Love the Daka for some disruption too. Can they kill the Lord Commissar? Oh boy, there's a rocket run. Another one coming in. Pretty well hit. Not sure who that was exactly. That's a lot of firepower in the mid now. Hell of a lot of firepower. When Imperial Guard bring their guns, they really bring them. Nob squad though. They're quite low. We've always got that Call the Boys option. Mega Rumbler going off. Talk about some disruption. And a Rox leading into it. Oh, that's nasty. You're a very mean Orc, Augustus. A very mean Orc. 44 to 304. A shooting fight here. Suppression might let them win. Baneblade on the way for Torpid. Orcs with a decent couple of engagements. They are going to cap the mid here. Nob squad doing their thing. So tough. We have some plasma gun Kasrkin. Curse Crab had a bad engagement. Lost the grenade launcher Kasrkin. Lost at least the Guardsman squad. Something else maybe. Can't remember exactly what they had. We have the Vox operators on the way. Ignore that tooltip. It's not choppy infantry, and neither is the Commissar. There he is. Can call in reinforcements. I think it costs requisition and red or something to get the reinforcements in, and it can sometimes bug out, but hopefully it doesn't happen to Torpid. Just got a revive there. Level 7 Lord General getting that Commissar retinue member back. Oh hey, Manticore from shoulder mounts, and the Baneblade is on the field. There's the Vox operator reinforcement there. Look at that. That is value. Well, our Orcs didn't get the mid. These very brave Guardsmen came and took it back. Level 4, fully upgraded. Curse Crab looking very depleted. Needs to get something on the field. Got resources for sure. Are they saving for another Baneblade? Maybe they are. I think getting a Leman Russ up right here would be pretty good. Single cap though for the guard. Are you gonna? Yeah, he's capping over there. Warboss just can't get on this VP. Now with heavy armor and power claw, but falls in retreat, and there's the double cap for the Imperial Guard. I think they're going to win this. They forced off the blue team at just the right time there, but they don't really have the seconds to get back to the mid. 6 to 290. They're going to run out of time here. Curse Crab referring to the best of 5 series in the faction wars there. Looks like Imperial Guard came back for a 3-2 victory in the end, and they came back in this game. It was a fun one. We've got a level 4 mech. Did some nasty things over there, locking down the base entrance with def guns early on. Level 6 Commando, level 4 Warboss down, level 8 Lord General level 5 Lord Commissar, and a level 5 Lord General. These guys did fantastic work tier 2 onwards. And just goes to show, have a rough start, you can come back into it even if you get your power bashed time and time again. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to the players for taking part, and for, of course, Impregnable for organising these faction war events. And I'll see you next time.